So I decided to do a Euro tour so I could see the Eiffel Tower in Paris, get on a gondola in Venice, amongst other things. But my first stop was Amsterdam, and things happened. I had a connecting flight to Amsterdam through Spain, and for some reason my flight was delayed. So by the time I got to Spain, my flight had left me. Anyway, the next morning I got on my flight to Amsterdam, and I was determined to have a good time. First stop in Amsterdam was the Sex Museum. Now in Nigeria, we're not necessarily very open about things that concern sex. So in Amsterdam, where they are, I decided to go to a sex museum just to see what it was all about. And suffice to say that if you're one of those people that thinks that certain things, you know, started with our generation, you can think again, because all kinds of things have been going on since the 18 something or the 17 something. Things have been happening for a very long time, but don't take my word for it. See for yourself.
Oh my goodness!
Hey.
Next stop, I went to see a sex show. So I'm passing the red light district, which I'm very fascinated by the way, because prostitution is legal in Amsterdam, and you know, the prostitutes pay tax, so it's considered a proper profession. So yeah, that was very fascinating. Anyway, I'm passing the red light district, and people are shouting about, you want to see a sex show, you want to see a sex show, and I'm like, okay, why not? So I go in to see a sex show. And listen, I don't know what kind of experience anybody else has had with those, but for me personally, I don't know, I just found the whole thing too mechanical, and it was one of the most depressing things that I have ever seen, actually. In fact, it depressed me so much that when I came out, I couldn't necessarily do anything. I couldn't really function. I got on a Canal Tour afterwards, and I can't tell you anything that happened on that tour because I was just not in the right headspace. I was not in the right frame of mind at all. I just no. That it was going to be kind of boring. I actually said to someone today that I might be excited about it, but then I'll probably go into the show and come out bored, which is exactly what happened. I mean, really, who would have thought that life sex could be so boring? Anyway, next. That is one of those experiences that you have once and you know that it's never going to happen again. Anyway, after the Canal Tour, I headed to The Hague and I experienced the silent disco for the first time. For whatever reason, I'd never been to one in Nigeria. I know we have silent discos in Nigeria, but I'd never been to one. So The Hague was as good a place as any, you know, to experience my first silent disco, and it was a lot of fun.
My lonely heart falls. I want to dance with somebody. Woo! I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. Woo! With somebody who loves me.
And then I had one of the big sausages that, you know, they had in Amsterdam. I really don't know if it was a Rookworst or an Austinwurst. It was a Wurst, so it was really fun. I mean, it was nice. It was very tasty. So if you go to The Hague or, you know, Amsterdam generally, just make sure that you try one. And then my personal recommendation in The Hague is Growth Markt. The cocktails are absolutely to die for. So if you find yourself in The Hague, please make sure that you go to Growth Markt and get yourself a cocktail. I think I can confidently say best cocktails I've ever had. Really, really nice. So that was my Amsterdam trip in a nutshell. It was a lot of fun. And also, I could never really get used to the fact that, you know, there was a separate lane for like all the bicycles, because they drive bicycles a lot in Amsterdam. So I kept getting on the bicycle lane and they kept, you know, pressing their bells like, oh, get out of the way. And I just never got used to it until I left. That was Amsterdam in a nutshell. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, Amsterdam.
Amsterdam Central. We are going to Paris.